Greetings, this is July 1st, heading towards 12 noon. Happy Canada Day. I hope you're getting enough sleep. I know I'm running a little short right now. This is a time to maybe get into a fire watch protocol, work with neighbors. One person takes a rest, the other person can watch. That way you can stay rested and energized and keep a clear head to make decisions. And speaking of clear heads, air quality is becoming an issue. So we're looking at a map of Windy showing some of that smoke flowing northwards, and there's also cloud cover in there. Higher elevations tend to have better air quality. The smoke tends to settle in the lower regions. Remember to check out the BC Wildfire site. They have an air quality link on their page, and you can find this information in the description below. We're moving now to the firm's Fire Information Resource Management System. There's links below for this. I suggest going to the home page. Click on the US Canada, and you can zoom into the area of your concern, and they have layers on the right hand side, and you can toggle which satellite system you want to get information from. I use a combination of WILDFIRE and MODIS, and here we're looking at the province of British Columbia and the hotspots that are currently generated. There can be a lag in the data that you receive. Also, it can be obscured by smoke and cloud cover, and those red dots or hotspots can be off. WIRS is 375 meters, MODIS is 750 meters. In a search for better air quality, I like to use DRIVEBC. Here you can go to webcams that are on the highways. And one thing I learned back in 2017 was that Begbie seems to have the best weather of all. It's high up in elevation, and it tends to always have a clear day. Plus, you can go up to the lookout and scan the surrounding Interlakes area and see for quite a distance. It's a great lookout spot. We are jumping over to the cam at Big Bar now. This is facing north, and we can see a lot of haze, particulate matter in the air. That's moving up from both the fires at Pavilion and Sparks Lake. I also like to check the Sheridan cams. One faces west, the other faces east. We're looking westward right now, and this gives me a glimpse to see if there is any plumes of smoke coming from that Interlakes area. If we go further east along Highway 24, we get to the McDonald's Summit. Here we're looking westward, and if we zoom in, I can see what looks to be haze or smoke in low-lying areas. If we head back down south, this is Savona, looking westward, and a lot of smoke in this region. This is low at lake level, and you can see how it builds up. Now we've moved to Cache Creek, and again, lots of haze from that fire at Sparks Lake, plus it's coming up from the fire at Lytton. Adding to the smoke is the fire at Pavilion, McKay Creek. Here we're looking westward at Fountain Slide area, just north of Lillooet. So check the map on DRIVEBC. There can be incidents, warnings, road closures. Plan your route ahead of time. We are now going to move southward to the area around Lytton. A devastating situation there. We're looking at the WIRS infrared. We can see it's moved across Highway 1 northward, and now we're switching to the MODIS system, and we can see a lot of infrared around the town site, both on the south side of the highway, the north side of the highway, and moving eastwards. This is an interface fire. There's a lot of built up areas, parks, recreational sites. There is an evacuation order in effect. You want to check with DRIVEBC for highway closures, and check the TNRD and the BC Wildfire links below. We're now moving northward along Highway 12 to north of Pavilion. This is where the McKay Creek fire is, and we've switched to the MODIS and the WIRS. We're looking at infrared that appears to have crossed the Fraser River. These indications are from earlier today, and we saw significant movement northward overnight on the infrared. We're now moving eastward to the site at Sparks Lake. This is southwest of Bonaparte, and it's approaching the Cariboo Plateau. Winds have been pushing the fire northward, but now there is shifting breezes and they're pushing back from the northwest. Hopefully this pushes the fire back on itself and gives the firefighters a bit of a break. The situation is directly north of Red Lake, so that is a concern in that area. The fire has been moving up Deadman Vedette Road. There were burns here in 2017, and hopefully that provides some buffer, and there isn't as much fuel in this area, but we do see a lot of northward movement overnight. We've now moved north up to the Interlakes area. This is where a lightning storm went through. There were hundreds of lightning strikes, and we can see 5 or 6 spots that have popped up. There may be more. After a lightning strike, it may smolder for several days. So watch for plumes of smoke, and if there's wind shifts and changing wind velocity, you want to be aware. This is where you want to team up with a neighbor and take turns watching while another one catches some rest. We've moved over to windy now, and we're looking at the wind patterns in the South Cariboo. You can see it's changing, coming from many directions. It's flowing 8 kilometers an hour from the northwest up near Clinton. That's actually beneficial for the people at Clinton. Then it's 4 kilometers coming from the south down at Lytton. Then it's 10 kilometers an hour coming from the northwest in the Interlakes area. If we jump to the forecast, we're looking at variable wind speeds. There are gusts in the afternoon and ever-changing wind direction. There does look to be some precipitation overnight, so heat in the day, cooling at night. Hopefully there's not a lot of lightning accompanying these weather patterns. Bookmark that lightningmaps.org resource in the description below. There is an icon of a calendar at the top of the map. If you click on that, you can select between 24-hour and real time. The darker dots are older, the yellow dots are in real time. Just to keep track of where that electricity is popping, and again, it can smolder for several days. It doesn't always turn into a wildfire as soon as a lightning storm passes. It may take a while, it may smolder. So team up, work with each other, and plan your access routes, what resources you'll need ahead of time. This is an active wildfire season. Be safe, keep your nose to the breeze. Thank you for watching.